Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the latest weekly report for the 16th of February 2015. As we talk about finance, must inform you that all advice is of a general nature only, must not be misconstrued as personal advice, and all performance is just that, no reflection on the previous result. Alright, let's switch over to the charts, and as we can see on the right of your screen, or the right side there, had a very solid end to last week. After 4 days of sort of sideways to down movement, we lost a little bit of ground earlier in the week and into the midweek, but then come Friday morning, it really shot up. What caused it to do that in particular was last Friday, major Western equity markets continuing to push all-time highs in an environment where most central banks, bar the US Fed, continue to ease monetary policy, basically against the twin threats of low growth and low inflation. So that did give our market a positive movement into the start of this week, and now been Monday morning. A little bit of a sell-off early, but just hanging on to Friday's close as we speak. Looking at today's movements there, and let's have a look first at covered calls. And really, when the market is going up, it does help covered calls, no doubt, because they are predominantly a bullish strategy. So currently with QBE, we're sitting at about 4.5% profit there. Probably a bit more since I only updated these prices this morning, so maybe 4.6, 4.7. We're aiming for 5.5%, I think, is our maximum profit here, so that'll be a ripper profit there to lock away. NAB, we're really stuck here at, well, in terms of our cover call at 35 strikes, so it looks like it'll be about a 1.5% profit. A little bit of a pity, but better than wearing a loss indeed. Medibank doing quite nicely. We're probably going to also be seeing our full profit being realised here. We do still have 1.5 weeks left or till equity expiration there. At the moment, well above our $2.40 strike, so that's looking nice. Toll does have a bit more upside potential, but it is, oh, look at that, it's actually starting to rally quite nicely, so that trade's probably sitting about 1.5% profit as we speak, and I think it's got a maximum profit of about 3.8% at $6.25. So with that, we've got about nine winning covered calls at the moment, so it really is a long a market for the long traders, and the cover calls are doing quite nicely. With the spreads, we've got 3 bearish and 2 bullish trades. The bullish trades are doing their part, so which is good, and the bearish trades not quite. But having said that, only CBA is the least likely to realise the profit of the 3 bearish trades. It does require a big turnaround, and whether we'll see such a turnaround with a week and a half to go at this stage is quite unlikely. Wesfarmers, however, has a better chance because it is struggling around this $45 mark. You can see if we just scroll back a little bit, 45 is a good resistance point, and it did sell off on Wednesday. We're back to a small profit there. So a little bit more of a sell-off is all we require, and then that stock going next dividend will do that bearish trade quite nicely. Probably a fair way off to lock in a full profit, but a modest profit might be the way to go there. Woolworths is our bullish trade, and it's above $32, so if we can just stay there for a while longer, should realise the full profit there. Same with Santos. Crude hit a 2015 high. Not the stock has hit a 2015 high. It hasn't quite gone up to where they go up to $8.60 about a week and a half ago. but at least it's above $8 and it's bounced nicely from the lows of last Thursday. Again, all we need is to see that above 801 and we should get the full profit there. Now, XO's not doing too badly. Obviously Friday has hurt it a bit, but the good thing is that we sold the February puts at 56.50, which is really doing well to counter the time decay and also the rise in the equity prices there. So doing okay for the moment. They'll expire on Thursday, and we would really like to see a fall coming up in the next couple days to the next 2 weeks would be ideal to get a good result out of that one. But that one hanging in there. So is Wesfarmers on the bearish side, and Woolies and Sandoz on the bullish side are looking quite nice. It's really just the CBA spread, 1 out of the 5 there, that's looking on the very unlikely scale of probability at this stage to realise the profit. Alright, so that is where we are there at. And just coming back to that crude story, yes, it was Brent crude that closed above 60 US for the first time in 2015. WTI, West Texas Intermediate rose 3.1%. They were both supported by another fall in the US rig count. US rig count fell another 84 to its lowest level since August 2011. So obviously potential for lower production with the closure of rigs should help support the price, at least find a base. So it looks like we do have a fairly solid base here on crude. It will still continue to be volatile, but with these closures it's more than unlikely that we'll see another low in the very short term given the current news flow. Alright, which is obviously positive for our Santos trade. Alright, ladies and gents, I'll wrap it up there. Look, if you have any questions, comments, just to do a final wrap up there. Last week, no closures. We're probably the closest one we're close to taking a profit on is QB, but at this stage, I'd really, with the market so strong, I'd really just like to push this into expiration and realise the full profit, because when you close early, you can't get the maximum profit for any option spread because there's always a little bit of time value left, which is fine if you find another good opportunity to get into for the end of the month. But with already mid-month and markets so high here, more than likely just let these covered calls run to expiration to lock in the maximum profit for all that are invested there. Alright, ladies and gents, I'll wrap it up there. Feel free to give us a call if you have any further questions. More than happy to help you. Have a great day, and we'll talk again this time next week.